Hey everybody, welcome back to B-Movie Game. We're zooming through the streets of New York. This part is mostly kind of dull. I mean, it is fun to fly around and such, but it's, just kind of a procession of QuickTime events. I guess this isn't technically a QuickTime event, it's moving your control stick, but, same general idea. The main thing that's annoying about this little section here is the fact that there is a loading screen like every 30 seconds in between all of these little short stages where the screen goes black. I've cut them out because I literally eliminated like 2 minutes from this video just by cutting out all of the loading times in between stuff. So I'm gonna try to make a habit of that for the remainder of this LP. I've been keeping in a lot of that sort of thing up to this point. But I couldn't really do anything about it there because I didn't want to cut off the woohoo, But, yeah. The cool thing about the parts of this game like this, where it's basically a interactive cutscene, is that you get a lot of cool dynamic close-up shots for me to use as options for thumbnails for the video. Because, yeah, if it wasn't obvious or if you didn't know, for my thumbnails for these videos, I choose an image from the video that I think would be, an interesting thumbnail, something that, sort of represents at least some of what you're gonna see in it, like literally just a frame from it, and also, something that has, like, identifiable elements to them, like a character, a close-up, a face, or whatever, just because, I don't have any data on it, but I feel like fewer people are gonna, like, click on a video that has a, just kind of vague-looking thumbnail. I love to just silently scream at a... What kind of ball is this? What game are they playing? This is like old man soccer or something? I don't know. Anyway. If I were a real OG, I would do what you had to do back in the day, which is just deal with one of the 3 thumbnail options that they give you. Sometimes I look at those for my videos, and sometimes, honestly, they're not all that bad. Sometimes they're better than the one that I choose myself, and I just go with that one, but I usually just pick one. Like, I just screen cap it on, like, out of Premiere and use it as the thumbnail. If I were a true professional, like most, big YouTube gamers, I would, do some epic uniform thumbnail template for each one where it's like, a picture of an edited together picture of some things from the game, and then like the name of the game and what part it is, and maybe like a picture of me doing a soy face. But I don't like doing that shit. I don't know. I just, I don't know. I've been that way with a lot of things with my YouTube stuff, of not really wanting to get into that sort of stuff. Like how I don't enjoy or practice, telling people to subscribe or whatever. I ask for comments because I enjoy feedback and conversation. But I don't know. I just don't like doing the performative aspects of this stuff. I'm just here to chill. Anyway, that's a weird looking truck, I just noticed. Now, I talked over that whole part, but it's not very eventful. It is kind of fun, though. Again, the loading screens really, kind of kill the flow, It might be... I don't think they'll ever do it, but I feel like it would be worth it to do a remake of this game. I would play this with, like, even just fewer loading screens and better graphics. Just moderately, even. But I see no reason why they would do that, honestly. Kind of like how some people were talking about the possibility of them making a remake of the SpongeBob movie game after they did Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, but it's like, but why would they do that? That game exists to promote the movie. Like, that's the thing about video games based on movies that come out when they come out, is that the video game is a piece of marketing. Like, that's how it's conceived, so it's not... On the company's part, there's no reason to do it again if there's not a movie coming out that you're selling. Anyway, here, I'm gonna shut up so you can learn about the bee holocaust.
Well, your uncle was trying to bluff with a pair of twos.
No, I mean after that.
So many questions. You know what you need? A nice warm glass of Hanala. Oh, sorry, sweetie. It looks like we're out.
Out of honey? How can you be out of honey?
Oh, it happens, Barry. We'll just make some more.
That's what we do around here. We make honey.
Then the mysterious white smoke comes.
Knocks us all out.
No disrespect, but don't you think it's kind of strange that someone knocks you out and steals all your honey? Excuse me, thanks. I really gotta go.
We'll tell your aunt and uncle you stopped by. Come back any time, Barry.
Don't be a stranger.
Adam, come in, Adam. Can you hear me?
The whole hive can hear you. Calm down. What's wrong?
It's the humans, Adam. They're stealing our honey.
What would humans want with honey?
I don't know, but they want it, and they want a lot of it.
You didn't get knocked on the head again, did you?
I saw what I saw. The hives and the white smoke and Uncle Howard and Aunt Fran.
I think you should get a CAT scan.
I'm gonna need to get proof. A few choice photos should convince Adam of the truth.
So, yeah, this is the moment that everything changes. This is when Barry begins to step into his role as liberator of the bees from human exploitation. This is when the movie gets really juicy. I mean, I don't think I can overstate how strange... Well, I think you probably could overstate it. It's certainly not even in, like, the top 10 most bananas, just animated movies that I've seen. But, just plot-wise, it's really, I don't know, I feel like a lot of the, original trailers for this movie, because there were like 70 trailers. There were 3 of those teaser trailers, the live-action ones with Jerry Seinfeld that I talked about. And then there were at least 3 more. One was another teaser trailer that was animated, and then it was just the Hunex tour and him going outside of the hive. And it was basically just doing, like, it's a story about a bee who wants more. And that is what the movie is about for the first, 25 minutes. And then it becomes about, the bees fighting against oppression. And they really didn't let that on until the final full trailer. And I kind of wish they had just left it a surprise, because I still didn't really grasp that from the trailer as a kid until I saw it, and I was like, oh wow. But yeah, here we are, just taking pictures of the concentration camps that apiaries are, apparently. It's funny because beekeeping, as a hobby, I think is a wonderful and peaceful thing to do and to be interested in, and the maintaining of the bee population is a noble endeavor. But I can't speak to corporate honey farming, you know what I'm saying? And this is going to be quite a lot of this video, is me going around, pollinating the flowers, picking up the various items and things, and having to do so in a kind of roundabout fashion because of all of the doom walking around and killing me with smoke. So, yeah, that's the majority of it. I'm sorry if it's slow-paced or boring, but, I don't know, I didn't think it went on for too long, and, I mean, the video didn't end up too long, and the cutoff for the video was approximately where I wanted it to be anyway, so, you know, just a chill vibe sesh, you know, even though this music is not very chill vibes, but I always like doing the flowers in this game. It's fun. Like I said before, it's just like bee simulator, you know? Just go around and you pollinate the flowers. It's super easy. And, you know, it's satisfying. You watch the number go up. I like the spray, the pollen spray and stuff. And you get to take some pictures. It's always nice. Some little cubicles. Also, I was just trying to think. I thought of like 5 different things I wanted to talk about during the course of that cutscene. But I noticed, I don't know if I've already said this yet, but a lot of the cutscenes in this game, like especially the ones that are not, I'm gonna call it pre-rendered again, but you know what I mean. Not the ones that look like they're just in the regular game, and not like how the is it New Hive tonight or whatever? The news segment cutscenes look, but even those to some degree. But mainly the regular cutscenes, the way that they like move and talk and stuff, kind of remind me of some of the cutscenes from Psychonauts. Just like the mouth and face movements, and I guess kind of the design of things to some degree. I don't know. Mostly just with the bugs. Whenever the humans do anything, it's like kind of like weird and awkward looking. And it's not quite obviously like the sense of humor of Psychonauts and stuff. And I should say the caveat, and yeah, it's funny how they do have to have an end to this map, but it's supposed to just go on forever, so there's just a wall that you hit that you can't. I sometimes have a hard time telling when I'm about to hit it. And yeah, Barry is just like, ouch, the sky, I can't do it. I can't fly anymore.
Sweet. This is too easy. That's right. I have to find more proof or Adam will never believe me. If a picture's
I ordered some beer from a beer store that's near me, and they deliver, and I did that yesterday, and one of the 2 that I got, they gave me the wrong one. It's the same brand and has a similar name and everything, but it's a sour beer, which I typically don't drink. But now I have, 6 of them in my house, and I'm not just gonna get rid of them. So, because I paid money for them. So that I'm drinking that right now. I've been usually having a beverage with my recording because it helps to wet the old whistle, you know. And I also have my water, of course. I drink water throughout the day, forever. But sometimes you just need something other than water. Sometimes I want to taste something, you know?
sweet nectar.
There was some tweet the other day. Someone was saying, like the weirdest thing that Americans do is drink water throughout the day for no reason. And it's like, first of all, Americans are not known for doing that, I don't feel like. Like, yeah, if there's one thing Americans as a population are really famous for, it's doing healthy things. And then my second point is just that. Like, what do you mean for no reason? You need water to fucking live. It's good to keep yourself hydrated throughout the day.
All right.
I don't know why. What a weird thing to be a hater about, too. Just, like, whatever. That's one of those things where I can just rest comfortably in the knowledge that I am correct. Like, have fun with your dark piss, idiot.
This is too easy.
So the other thing that happened, something to talk about that happened today, is the Nintendo thing, where, you know, obviously the big news coming out of it is the confirmation of the release date and cast for the new Mario movie from Illumination, the studio that brought us the Minions. And the casting choices are getting a lot of flack, but really, I think the only one that I find, like, egregious and just, like, a really stupid choice, where I feel like there's literally, like, 100 better choices you can make, is the choice of Chris Pratt as Mario. First of all, I'm not a big Chris Pratt fan. I find him quite grating and not particularly funny or, like, charming as a leading man or anything like that. Jack Black as Bowser, however, and Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, I think could potentially be funny and good fits. I'm not seeing anyone listed as Wario. I think the obvious choice for that would be Danny DeVito. But Chris Pratt is such a bad choice for Mario. I'm trying to imagine his voice coming out of Mario's face, and it's just not making any fucking sense. And they said that Charles Martinet is going to do cameos, so I guess he's going to have several roles in this. I don't know. And there are a couple people I've seen who are like, oh, this is dog shit. Only Charles Martinet should be able to voice Mario. He is the official voice of Mario. But the thing is, I'm okay with it not being Charles Martinet because his voice of Mario is good for, you know, when he says simple sentences, or wahoo, or let's-a go, or, you know, Super Mario Galaxy. But I feel like listening to his voice say full sentences for 90 minutes would be kind of ridiculous. So just find a guy to voice him. And, you know, say what you will about the early 90s Mario Brothers movie, but one thing they got right is that Mario is supposed to be played by a short, fat man. And even though it's a cartoon and it's just a voice, I feel like that applies. Just the physicality of the voice, you know, how your body is shaped and everything, changes how your voice sounds. And if you're not going to do the high-pitched Charles Martinet voice, which again, I don't think you should or necessarily have to, then you have to do, you should do an actual Italian plumber type of voice, I feel like. Certainly not Chris Pratt, I can tell you that. I think there's, again, dozens of directions you could go in that are better than Chris Pratt. But I don't mind a lot of the other ones. I think Jack Black as Bowser could potentially be good. I actually think Keegan-Michael Key is a perfect choice for Toad.
Smoke here. Get your smoke here.
Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach is strange just because I don't really think she has a very recognizable voice. Even though I think Anya Taylor-Joy is a really good actress, but for her, I think a lot of the appeal for her from directors is how she looks. She has a very unique look that makes her very filmable. It's mostly her big ol' eyes. That's a big part of it. That's why it's fitting that her big break was like a horror movie, you know? This guy, oh my god, I've been talking over it, but this dude is such a psycho. This fucking smoker man. He just revels in torturing bees. And yeah, you fight him the same way you do anyone else. You piss him off, and then you do a cutscene. But this time you do it with a whole swarm of bees, and it's actually a little bit easier to twirl around as the big swarm of bees. You can get a good anchor going with your what you call it? Your control stick spinning. But yeah, you just do this a couple times, and that's that. But yeah, I forget where I was going with any of that. Anyway, all of this is moot about the voice casting because the movie is probably going to be really bad, just in general. So it's an Illumination movie, so it's probably going to be, you know, a bunch of epic video game characters saying memes. There's probably going to be a trap song. I'm stealing this observation from Liam. There's going to be a trap song that samples the Underground theme during the credits that's going to have all your favorite rappers. He's saying it will be Lil Nas X, and I can see that, but I almost think it'll be someone like lamer than that. But who knows? We'll see. It certainly won't measure up to the kinds of stuff that I was growing up on, like the Bee movie. Or the Bee film, as I call it. They don't make them like they used to, that's for sure. Anyway, yeah, but I love how, because in the movie, the bee smoker guy, he is one of my favorite parts of the movie because he's just walking around with another beekeeper guy, and they're being like, man, bees are so fucking stupid. Like, just this idea that they personally hate bees, and they're like, it's almost like they know that they're sentient beings, but like they're intelligent beings, but they're like, oh, I hate them. And he says they make the honey, we make the money, and they laugh, and it's so funny, and I'm glad that they really took that psychosis another degree higher for this part. Anyway, we've won the battle, but we still have the war.
Now it's time to show everyone else